Good evening, family. Today is still Thursday, March 28th, 2024. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. Let me make sure I got the date right. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I'm just leaving the doctor. I always believe in keeping up with my health. I don't know if I told y'all, but keep up with your health. Stay up on your health. Preventive maintenance like you do your car. Don't wait till you done lost 150 pounds in 2 weeks before you go to the doctor. Go while you're feeling good. That'll help you continue to feel good. A lot of these things that people are dying from nowadays, a lot of cancers and stuff people are dying from, a lot of them you can live from if you catch them sooner. So just keep that in mind. And y'all, I just got diagnosed. They just diagnosed me with being a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Nah, but my health checkup was good. Cholesterol was a little high, so I got to take some for my cholesterol. But other than that, everything is good. So now I'm back with another episode. And this is something I believed in at one time, and I hear men say it a lot when they're looking for, the men that are still looking for a woman. A lot of men are checked out, ain't looking for a woman no more. But the men out here that are still optimistic about finding the right woman for them, to build, to have a family, whatever. They say these things, these few words that I used to say that I now know is wrong, that you shouldn't say and that you shouldn't look for in a woman. And you shouldn't want in a woman. And I'm going to tell you why. But I've said, and y'all probably heard and probably have said it yourself as men, that you want a woman that you can build with. I want a woman I can build with. No, you don't. You don't ever want to build a damn thing with a woman other than your family, as far as having kids and you're raising your family with your kids, together. That's it. That's the only thing y'all are meant to build together is the family. Having kids, she do her part in raising the kids, you do your part in raising the kids. That's the only thing you and a woman are supposed to build together. The kingdom, the finances, all this stuff, you supposed to build. If you're gonna be with a woman, which I don't reckon. Let me rewind. I'm talking about back in the day when I did believe in all that. Nowadays, y'all know my stance on relationships and marriage nowadays. I'm talking about when everything was right, when it was okay to be in a relationship and have a woman. We were still doing it wrong then. Even when it was okay to be with a woman, have a relationship and a marriage once upon a time back in the day, we were still doing it wrong. We were still back then talking about building with a woman. That's probably why things screwed up now. I don't know. That's part of the reason probably. Who knows? But that building with a woman, where did that come from? Because the women doing my granddad in them days and them old men, they didn't build with no woman. They already had their own kingdom. They did the building. The women did the maintaining of what he built. And I guess that's probably got a lot to do with why women lost respect for the modern. Like, we don't like the modern women, but the modern women don't like the modern man. The modern man believes in building with a woman. The modern man believes that a woman's supposed to help him with the bills. The modern man believes a woman's supposed to go to work all day long, come home and still cook and clean up and help with the bills. That was the modern man thing. So I guess the modern woman got to a point where she ain't with that. They're like, we don't like modern women. They probably don't like modern men. The feeling is mutual. Everybody screwed up. So And it could have started back when we were talking about I need a woman to build with. When that's not her responsibility. A woman ain't designed to build a damn thing. She's supposed to build nothing with you. You supposed to build it. I know y'all gonna now big boy, not with these women. I ain't talking about nowadays. I'm talking about what we messed up at years ago to where it's probably screwed up now. Because we didn't do it right back then. So now we reaping what we sowed. Back then, we were giving women too many responsibilities. We were expecting women to play roles they weren't meant to play. So in the process of doing that, expecting women to work, expecting women to get, well, feminism made them want to work. That ain't our fault. But we allowed it is our fault. We could have denied that request. We were in charge at one time. You know that, right? Hold on. Yeah, we were in charge at one time, and we didn't have to bow down to the demands of feminism, but we did. So voila, here we are. Everybody is out of their role, out of their place. So, hold on, y'all. I'm looking at these people walking by looking at me crazy. Like, what is this dude doing? Sitting here talking on his phone. Most people don't believe in all that YouTube. They watch YouTube, but they don't actually see somebody filming a YouTube video. Like, so they looking at, like, what is this goofy dude doing? But anyway, so we let things get out of order as men, and we started giving in to it. We started like, hey, this is cool. My woman can go to work and help me with the bills. My woman can help me build. We can build together. So for a short period of time, men were all right with women working and paying the bill, helping them on the bill, helping them pay the rent, helping them do this, you know. And eventually, nature kicked in, and the women were like, hold on. If I gotta do the same thing a man does, why not act like a man? Y'all hear me? But big boy, they did that. Feminism did that. I know. But as I tell y'all all the time, men were in control. When women were demanding those so-called, because there's still a lot of countries around the world where women, they want their rights and demand to be able to do this as a man, and they won't let them do it. The men still run the country, and the old countries are still strong. Those country jails are not filled like American jails are. Those countries don't have the high crime rate that we do. The countries where the men still rule, it's still a order of things. Those countries are faring better as far as crime and things like that over us. Now, I don't want to live there because they're too religious also, but overall, y'all get what I'm saying. When the men were leaders, when the men ran things, when the men were the head of the household and they acted accordingly, they weren't around here trying to build with a woman. They were actually doing the building, and the women were maintaining what the man built. When it was like that, everything ran smooth. Not perfect, but smooth. It's never perfect, and never will be, never has been. But it was better than what it is now. Even when women were so-called oppressed, when the men ran everything, there were more marriages and more relationships back then. Now that everything is equal and women have the same rights and equal rights, whatever, now we ain't got no relationships and marriages no more. Everything's screwed up. But back when women were so-called oppressed and men were in charge and ran things, notice there were more marriages, more relationships. So obviously that system worked better than the system we got now. Even so-called during the women being oppressed. which they wasn't oppressed. It's just that they had a role, a defined role, and men had a defined role. They were not oppressed. They were doing what they were commanded to do by the Creator, and men were doing what they were commanded to do, provide and protect. See, ladies, it ain't that you don't want to do what a man telling you to do. You ain't want to do what God told you to do. Fellas, it ain't that you don't want to do what these women telling you to do. You ain't want to do what God told you to do by being a provider and a protector. You thinking you doing it because the women want you to do it, not God told you to do it. Lady, you thinking you doing it because the man telling you to do it, to be in your role. No, God told you to do it. Ain't now one of us obeying God. So we both guilty on that end. So, as I said, we are not supposed to build nothing with a woman but a family. Therefore, I want a woman, you know, I don't heard it. I want a woman I can build with. If she can't build with me, I don't need her. What's she bringing to the table? We hear that a lot. And I know it ain't gonna be popular with the men. You know, cause I don't agree with what she bringing to the table. I don't rock with the modern women because of their attitudes, the entitlement, the disrespect. That's why I don't rock with modern women. I don't like the modern woman. She's out of order. Not because she ain't bringing it to the table. She wasn't supposed to bring them to the table. You were. She was supposed to prepare it. The woman was never supposed to bring something to the table. She was supposed to prepare what we brought to the table. That's all she's supposed to do. Take care of it. Whatever we brought, it was her responsibility to take care of it, manage it, issue it out. She ran the house. We did the bringing to the table. But big boy, times are hard and our times have changed. I know that. I get that. I'm not disagreeing with y'all on that. Yeah, times have changed. But I'm telling you, all change ain't good change. Times have changed for the worse, is my point. And I'm telling you why it's changed for the worse. We abandoned our roles. Men and women both did that. So yes, times have changed, not for the better, but they have changed. Y'all are right. It ain't the same no more, big boy. It ain't like that no more. Like back in the day, the times have changed, big boy. Yeah, that's the problem. Times have changed. They should have stayed the same. They should have stayed the same. We should have added on to what was already there. But no, we came along and did a complete demolition and changed everything. Now you got women. Women and men are not equal, y'all. We are not equal. We are different, but we're both valuable. We both have our assets and liabilities, but we're not equal. Women excel in one area, men excel in another. Women do certain things better than men, hand down, and men do certain things better than women, hand down. We're not equal, but we don't both do the same things equally. Y'all can come at me to say what you want to say, but men and women are not equal. And when y'all came with, I ain't say, let me clear this up. I'm not saying women are less than men, have no value. Men are better than women. No, we one and the same. Yin and the yang, whatever you call that. Two links to a chain. It's a two-link chain. The man and the woman is the two links to the chain. We're both important. We're equally important, but we're not equal. We're not the same, and we're not supposed to be. Opposites attract. We're not supposed to be the same. We're not supposed to be equal. Now we run around here in the world, they're trying to make everything what it's not supposed to be, trying to make right wrong and wrong right. Men and women are equal. But y'all believe y'all want to believe? I'm just Big Ward on YouTube. Just grateful that y'all watch me. Whether I'm wrong or right, y'all still rock with your boy. So, hey, I'm free to say how I feel, right or wrong. I know y'all either going to agree with me or you don't, but you still be here, even if you don't agree with me. And I appreciate that from y'all. Even the ones that I don't agree with you, Big Ward, that's fine. But I appreciate you for at least listening to me, whether you agree or not. I'm grateful. But think about what I'm saying. Do not, well, it's too late now. The system we're in now, you got to be with a woman. We done messed it up. If you're going to be with a woman now, because it's all screwed up, it ain't how it's supposed to be, so you got to adjust and adapt to the messed up world we have created. God didn't do this, we did. God gave us commands and free will, the option to do what he said or not. Same way if you get you buy your child a bike or something for Christmas. The bike gonna come with instructions on how to put it together. Now you can say, I don't need these instructions, I'm gonna do it this way. And guess what's gonna happen? That bike gonna be doing the bunny hop, whatever you call it. It ain't gonna ride right because you didn't follow the instructions that came with the bike. We had instructions, we ain't following. Voila, the chaos that we have now called our world, the modern woman, the modern man. We were never intended to build with a woman. But we decided, hey, it made it easier. It made what our responsibilities easier on us as men, so we went along with it. And voila, we're being punished by not being able to find a proper woman to settle down and have a family and grow old with. That's our punishment. Because we cooperated with the wrong way to do things. We gave in, we caved in. And voila, we're reaping what we sowed. Get it? Got it? Good. Bye.